Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Ma'am, your exam has finished.
Yes, sir. Yesterday was my last exam.
Okay, so please, first Ma'am tell me, then Shreya tell me, what is keyword density?
Sir, I think keyword density is like as we see in the graph, that which keyword is like more user attracting like that. So keyword density is like which keyword will affect more if we means add it on our sentence like that, I think.
Yeah.
Sir, I think what Meenam said similarly, and also maybe how much a keyword is used in a website, how many times.
Mainly, Shreya, whatever you told later, that is actually keyword density, but whatever you mentioned initially, like Ma'am, whatever Ma'am told, like this is not right. Mainly, keyword density is in a particular piece of content, how many keywords are there. So that is the density of a keyword. Say you are writing a piece of content which is 1,000 words long. Okay, so in this 1,000 words long keyword, like a long article, what is the amount of keywords you have used? So that is the keyword density. So keyword density should always, you have to keep within 1%, not more than that. So say your keyword, you have one primary keyword, uh, best travel agency. Okay, so this is the primary keyword, and you are writing a blog. So how many times you are using this particular keyword, best travel agency, within this article? So that is the keyword density of that particular keyword. So it should not be more than 1%. It should always within 1%. You have to keep. Okay. Now tell me, what is keyword stuffing?
So overuse of any keyword, repeating it again and again in every possible chance on a website.
So keyword stuffing is mainly whatever we have mentioned in keyword density. We have mentioned like it should be always below 1%. But say you are using more than 1% in a particular piece of content, like you are randomly just putting your keywords in a particular piece of content. So that is we call keyword stuffing. So if your keyword density is more than 1%, or it is more than the industry standard or best standard, so then we call it keyword stuffing. Fine. Now tell me, okay, can you tell me like what is CMS? What is the full form of CMS? Shreya, tell me, then Mena.
Sir, I can't remember.
Meenam, can you remember?
No, sir, I also don't know.
The full form of CMS is Content Management System. Like WordPress is a CMS. So the platform the platform of WordPress is PHP. That is a language on which WordPress has been built. But WordPress is basically a content management system, CMS. Okay, now you tell me. Now tell me, like, what is the uh, difference between Google Search Console and Google Analytics? Mainam, tell me.
Sir, I think Google Search Console, like it's more easy than analytics to like access. And in Google Search Console, we can search like or like see many data related to like our content. And on Google Analytics, it's kind of similar, but there is the difference is that in analytics, um, so actually I'm not able to differentiate that.
Shreya, you tell me.
Sir, the intention is different. Google Analytics is to analyze the behavior pattern of users, and Google Search Console is for the website. It's for the owner, and it's the difference is for owner and the users. I don't know how to put it.
But owner means I can get you.
Like the owner of the website, or who is handling the website. Search Console is for them.
So you mean to say like Search Console is for the owner of the website and Google Analytics is for the general people?
So Google Analytics to understand how users are interacting with the website.
Right.
And
Yes.
Google Search Console is for the owner. I just remember this part that one is for the users to understand user behavior, and one is for the owner who is handling the website. But
so first of all, whatever you told about Google Analytics, that is fine. Google Analytics is all about understanding how users are interacting with your website, how many traffics you are generating, which pages your traffics are coming, how much time they're spending in your website, like this, where the conversions, where the clicks are happening within your website. So all these things you can understand from Google Analytics. So yes, it's fine. It is all about understanding your user. Whereas in Search Console, it is not about owner, it is about Google. So your website has two aspects. One is a user, another is Google. Okay, so Google also need to interact with your website in order to give you a rank in the search engine. Okay, so the thing is, so you in Search Console you can understand how Google is interacting with your website. In Google Analytics, you can understand how users are interacting with your website. In Search Console, you can understand how Google is interacting with your website. Like, is there any issue within your website, like a crawlability issue, indexing issue? Okay, then like if there are any issue in the page, like any kind of error, 404 errors, 501 error, server error, or any kind of errors are there within your page. Mobile friendliness, whether any page have having issue in terms of mobile friendliness. Okay. Also, you can like if you have modified your any page, or you are adding a new page. So in that case, what you can do is you can also request a indexing or request a crawling in Google Analytics. Okay, like request a calling indexing means, say you have one website, you have just created one website, you have updated all the contents, but how Google will came to know like the website is there? So you have to tell Google like this is my website. You have to crawl it and index it. Okay. So how you can tell it? You can tell it through Search Console. Also, you have one established website and you need to do some kind of modifications in a certain page. Okay. So your website is already there in Google, but whenever you are doing some kind of modifications, you need to update that in Google. You need to tell Google like in this page, the current data that you have indexed is not up to date. Recently, I have made some changes. Please update the result. So all these things you have to tell through Search Console. Okay. So just sharing again Search Console functionalities. So this is a website, cardilcom.in, and this is the property of it. So here you can see like
So
how is the.
we're not seeing the screen.
Okay, I'm just showing this to you. Yeah. Now you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the dashboard of Search Console. See, this is the property of this particular website, Cardilcom. Okay. See here you can see the performance, coverage, how many valid pages are there, user experience, page experience, core web vitals, mobile usability. Okay. So enhancements, if anything required, performance. So how Google is interacting with your page. So that is how you can see. Now say this is your page and you have made some kind of modifications in terms of content, in terms of images. So what you have to do, you have to just copy the URL, you have to paste it here. Sorry. Artilcom. So it is saying that URL is not on Google. Okay. So when I put this and click on enter, what happened? Google actually check its index list and check whether this URL is there or not. So Google cannot find anything. So it is mentioned like URL is not on Google. So now my task is to request indexing. So I am requesting Google, like please index my website. So when you do SEO, this is one of the major parts. So whatever you do, like you have implemented like contents, keywords, meta titles, descriptions, backlinks, everything you have implemented. But if you don't create a search console and send this kind of requests, your URL will not come in the search result, because Google will, Google is unaware about your website's existence. Okay, so that is the thing. It is just taking the time. Okay, just give me some time. Uh, uh, Shreya Menam,
Yes, sir.
yeah, today I am concluding this session here because I have some emergency in my family.
Okay, sir.
So
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.